Hello, Bumbadadabum here, and I am bringing you this battle between SPS and Gamatos. As you can see, SPS is using a rain team with Politoed, Azumarill, Jirachi, Rotom-Wash, Ferrothorn, and Latios. Actually, Azumarill, it's really underrated and overused. It hits really hard with even Aqua Jet because it's rain boosted stab, huge power and stuff. And Gamatos is using Sand, Tyranitar, Latias, Landorus, Skarmory, Tentacruel, and Scizor. So we'll see how that works out. So SPS is going to lead up with his Politoed, as Gamatos is going to lead up with Tentacruel, and SPS immediately switches into Jirachi to actually, because Jirachi can take pretty much everything Tentacruel wants to throw at him, and he subs up immediately, just scouting out his moveset, and it cannot take the Scald, which it's pretty unfortunate. But as you can see right now, it's a Coal Mine Jirachi, so the next Scald will do less damage, and he will be able to sub up and do whatever he wants then, because Tentacruel can't break the sub. So now, oh lol, 69, Jirachi is going to sub, and Tentacruel is just going to Scald, and that does not break the sub, so he can just go for, I think he goes for the, yeah, he goes for the Size Shock right now, and almost takes out the Tentacruel. Will die to next switch in when rocks are up, and yeah, he breaks the sub, and now I think he wants to preserve his Tentacruel and gets the hell out of there. It goes into his Tyranitar, which of course can take whatever hit, and Jirachi's going to sub up, which means it is not Pursuit trapped. As you might not know, this is a Scarf Tyranitar, and he is going to go for the Crunch, which of course breaks the substitute. And now Jirachi is going to hit the Thunder and get the Paralyze. And you know that Thunder is only a 50% accurate move, and only has a 30% chance to paralyze. And as SPS states already here, the Scarf Tar is wasted now. It won't be able to do anything anymore, because what's the point of a Scarf Tar when it can outspeed someone? So he's now going to in his Tentacruel, expecting the Leech Seed, and as you might see right now, it's a Liquid Ooze Tentacruel, and this is not going to hurt the Ferrothorn because it hurts him with a Poison type, and of course the Ferrothorn is immune to the Poison type, so Politoed is going to come in to get the rain back, and on the switch, Gamatos is going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and now he has his Rocks up, and now he goes into Latias because there's not much a Politoed can do to a Latias. That's just how it is, because 130 base special defense is quite something. So now Latias is just going for a substitute, and this is a clear indication it is probably a sub-Coal Mine set. But Politoed goes for the Toxic, which of course gets blocked by substitute. And now I believe, yeah, Latias just going for the Dragon Pulse because Scald can break the substitute, I think, in two turns. But Politoed has the Perish Song also, so which will mean Latias has to switch out, and Politoed also. So he's going to switch into his Ferrothorn, while Gamatos is also going. Oh no, actually he goes predicts that and goes for the HP Fighting, which does a depressing amount because Ferrothorn is really bulky. So Latias is now going to switch out, and he goes into his Scizor, and Scizor has the superpower and will be able to KO Ferrothorn from this range if it's Choice Banded, which it probably is, or else you can just set up a Swords Dance. And SPS is going to predict that and just scout out what kind of Scizor that is, and it is a Choice Banded variant, so he now has to switch. Oh no, he doesn't have to switch because he can take one, I believe. Yeah, he can take one. And so Gamatos is going to switch into his Tyranitar, and SP is going to pull off a double switch into Latios. But Latios, it's not going to do that much to a Tyranitar because it's in Sandstorm and stuff. So the Surf only does 46% of health, with which is nothing. And now this Latios is pretty much well, it was a bit pursuit trapped. Who would die if he'd switch out? So he does switch out right now because he's going to predict Gamatos to switch out also, because he wants to preserve his Tyranitar to do not lose the Weather War immediately. So he's going into his Latias, and Latias and Politoed, it's again a matchup that Politoed doesn't like, so he goes into his Ferrothorn, and I believe Gamatos does not predict that and goes for the Dragon Pulse, and that of course does not that much to a Ferrothorn, because again it's resisted and Ferrothorn is completely really bulky. And now he goes into his Latias, probably his Death Fodder to get a safe switch into something, but Gamatos is going to predict that and goes to sub. Actually, I don't think he predicted that. I think he predicted something like a Leech Seed or how do you call it, Toxic. But yeah, so Latios is just going for the Draco Meteor to break the sub, so something else can come in and ruin its day, like this Rotom Wash. Probably, yeah, if it has HPIs in his specs it could, but he over predicts and goes for the Thunder, which does not paralyze or anything, and he takes a crit Dragon Pulse to the face and dies. It's rather unfortunate, but hacks happen, just like the hit and para from the Thunder early on. So now it goes into a Azumarill, and a Azumarill can KO with Ice Punch, which he goes for as Gamatos fodders his Tyranitar and loses the Weather War. Actually, it isn't that bad, because now Sand is up and this Azumarill couldn't do that much with Waterfall, but it's still bad because Azumarill will be able to do much with Waterfall and just sweep his team, pretty much. There's not that much that resists an Azumarill. Even a Latias can take a Waterfall from a Choice Banded Azumarill, because huge power makes its power literally huge. So Scizor is just going to U-turn, as SPS is going to fodder out his Politoed because he already won a Weather War, so why not? So now, actually, SPS gets to switch in initiative, and as Gamatos goes into his Landorus, he goes into his Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn, again, is really bulky and can take an Earthquake from a Choice Scarf Landorus in the rain, because Sand Force is not effective. So it's not in effect. Sorry. Yeah. So he's just going to go for the Leech Seed right now and misses, which didn't really matter because he is already above the health that he would die from an Earthquake. So, but the residual damage on the Landorus plus the recovery would be beneficial. So now he switches into his Scizor, and SPS just goes for the Leech Seed, because with the Leech Seed recovery right now, and with the leftovers recovery, I don't see that used that often in high ranks though. Most people prefer Shed Shell and Leech Seed, but he gets enough HP to live a superpower, but he is just going to protect again just to get more recovery off, because he can. So now he's going he's almost at full health, and he's going to protect again, but of course that fails because it's only 25% chance to succeed anyway. So he's going to get hit by Iron Barbs, and it does 68% of damage, which it's pretty okay. It's not that good. But now he actually stalled out his Scizor, and he has to switch if he wants to preserve it. And he predicts that and goes for another Leech Seed on the Latias. So Latias, I don't know, I don't think it can hit it that hard. It's just the best switching he has. So now he goes into Skarmory, and SPS is on oh, actually not. He's not on. Actually, I remembered he went for the Leech Seed, but that was probably this turn. So yes, he goes for the Leech Seed, and Skarmory is just going to Whirlwind him out because that Ferrothorn is a pain in the ass. And he gets Whirlwinded out into Jirachi, and Jirachi is just going to easily take it out with a thunder coming from 100 base special attack, and Skarmory isn't that especially bulky anyways. So he takes out the Skarmory. It's 3-3. It's actually pretty damn exciting right now, and he goes into his Landres, and SPS is just gonna follow it out because nothing on his team wants to take a Choice Scarf Earthquake. And now is actually where the game starts to end, because a Azumarill comes in, and a Azumarill Choice Bandit with Aqua Jet is a beast in rain. It should really be used more because it's that strong. I don't know, it's probably even stronger than a V-Create. Actually, no, it's not stronger than a V-Create, but it has priority too. So really use Victini and Azumarill in OU. It works. So now he's down to his last Pokemon. Will the Latias live after all the residual damage? I'm just gonna spoil it for you. No, it won't. So good game. SPS won 2-0, and yeah. I hope you enjoyed this narration. I hope to see you later. Bye.